that was my excitement. Your excitement was a lot different.
Running from cops.
Because I've always been a bitch with a lot to say.
But if you're doing a 9 to 5 and you're not doing a 5 to 9 after that, working on something else greater for your life.
I think if you do decide to be transgender, that you should also, have enough respect for other people and be like, I totally see how that's uncomfortable and not fair to put people's children through. And
the same 24 hours in a day that we both have, that other people have, and you just got to find that way of optimizing those 24 hours.
And I was like, you just made my bank account in 2 weeks. And I was like,
I need to learn this. How many genders are there?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back for the third episode of Chats with C, with motherfucking C. And I'm C, and here I am. And today I'm with
Jordan.
Jordan.
Big J. Shout out my boy. Can I say the name?
You sure?
Shout out Chum. Chum gave me that one.
Yeah,
Big
so we
J.
got Big J over here. Not only is he Big J Jordan Riggs, but this is my man. My man, he loves me.
Coming up on 6 years?
Coming up on 6 years and a couple months. We've been together for a hot minute. Where's the ring? I don't know. I'm still wondering. But watch when this podcast get famous, all of a sudden he's gonna be proposing and be like,
oh, stop.
I'll be like, hell no. No, just kidding.
Stop.
But yeah, so almost 6 years. We've been together for a very long time. We met in high school. I was 16. He was 19. I know it sounds weird, but he was in high school at 19 years old. At that grown ass age of 19, he was still in high school. Oh,
that's so crazy to say.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have graduated to it 17 actually, because I had an early birthday.
Right, we both do. Yeah. So
I should have been long gone.
Wait, you stayed back how many years?
2.
2 years.
1 in high school and 1 in the 3rd grade.
3rd grade doesn't count.
No, it doesn't. High school, and that was the only reason why, is because I didn't have enough credits because I was expelled.
Oh. Let's talk about who you were in high school. God, he was the man that is sitting next to me today is a different person than the man he was at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Different fucking person. But I feel like that's I want to say it's worldwide that who you are at that high school age is different than who you are as an adult in your 20s.
Sure.
I want to say that.
No.
But people around us, I feel like every time we see people from our hometown, from high school, or, just that we grew up with or that follow us or that we know, there was wow, Jordan, good for you, buddy. You've really changed. It's doesn't.
Oh, thanks, man. I haven't seen you in 7 years, so what the fuck you know?
I hope that you're are you not changing?
Yeah, that's funny. And I remember I was just talking about this today with somebody else. High school, when you go into it at 14 years old, 13 years old, around that age, from when you leave and enter high school, you're two totally different people. You flip the coin and you're a different person. Everybody goes through high school and sees, this crowd, that crowd, moves around, they find who they are, and then even from the end of high school till now, that went quick. I don't know about you, you're coming up on 4 years graduated, 5 this year graduated. Holy shit, that's half a decade. Didn't that go quick?
So quick. Dude, I feel like I was in high school yesterday. I had a really
much too over the years.
Fun time in high school, for sure. You had a fun time, but in a much different way.
Yeah, and I had a good time.
You would say so?
Yeah. I had a good time.
Sometimes you tell me you regret
it. I do and I don't, because a lot of those things that I did in high school, when I got in trouble a lot, arrested a lot, and all those people and stuff I hang around. And keep in mind, I still like, most of the people I used to hang out with. I still have respect for them. I communicate with them here and there on, whatever. But
most of them. Some of them, though.
Yeah, some of them. And I learned a lot of lessons in that, because who knows if I would have been the same person today if I didn't go through all that then. And that makes a great story at the end of the day, because I would rather have a crazy life than a bland life. And you know that from being with me for 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
You get one life on this earth. And depending on what religion you got, who knows where you go after you die from this.
Right. Right.
You get one chance at this life.
Right, you were so different. And actually, if you weren't who you were back then, who knows if we would have even been together. Because the reason that, you attracted me and like attracted my eyes, you were so different. And I feel like even though you were like the bad boy and you got into bad shit and arrested and all that, like I saw something very different through you. And I saw how good of a human you really were. And I saw that right through you.
Remember,
Like,
remember the teachers?
oh yeah, the teachers in high school would tell me,
That
stay away from Jordan.
was a
Um,
funny one. I used to
Kids
laugh
in
at
high
that
school
one.
would tell me to stay away from you. And I understand why people say it. You were a troublemaker. I would probably tell my kids to stay away from the troublemaker too. Like I kind of get it, but
No,
it's
I
like
get it.
you don't compare to all the other troublemakers that there were in high school because you really were a good person. And like
At
people
heart, yeah, for
at
sure.
heart, 100%. And everyone comes up to us or they'll say to both of us, even like your family, your extended family, they'll be like, "Courtney, you changed him for the better." And everyone says you changed him, like you changed Jordan. And I don't think I changed you. I think I just brought you to see who you really were, and
You
that's it.
amplified my inner
Right.
existence.
Right. Like I didn't make you
Well,
anyway.
because I had no choice though, too. Like I
Right.
had to make a flip of the script because at the time when we first started talking, I wasn't looking for a girlfriend. I wasn't looking for anything. I was young and wild. And then when I met you
Same.
and we started to hang out and get closer and then start dating and then I meet your family and I didn't want to fuck that up
Right.
because your family, although I love them and they love me, if I were the same person in high school
Yeah.
now, I don't think they would like me.
No.
And I'm not saying I was the worst on the block, but getting in trouble and getting arrested all the time, it just doesn't look good. And you don't want like I personally wouldn't want my daughter with somebody
No, I
like that.
wouldn't want. But here's the thing, like you were getting in trouble and you were in that group and you were 100% like hold you accountable. You were doing that shit that you shouldn't have been doing. But also I feel like a lot of it too was just those were your friends to a T and those are still some of those people to this day. They still do the same shit. Some of them are different,
Yeah,
but
a lot of them are.
okay, well, we
I
can
mean,
differ on that, but
maybe I don't know. I don't communicate with them as much to speak on
from
that.
what we see and hear of, we could
Yes,
tell a lot of people are still the same and doing the same shit. And that just wasn't you. Like you had so much more potential than, like the drug dealing scene, the getting arrested scene. Like that was not you. You had so much more in you. I feel like you were just in that scene so much because those were your friends and,
but you know what?
you are what your friends are.
That was the fun experiences that I got to live through
Right.
because I did a lot of other things that not many other high schoolers have done, and
Right.
that's what
Yeah,
makes for a
our fun was very different.
good unique story right there.
My fun was like sneaking out, having a drink, going to a party. Like that was my excitement. Your excitement was a lot different.
Running from cops.
But no, you were 100% a different person than the person you are today, and it makes me a little bit sad that people will still think that you were the person you were in high school until they meet you, and then they are like, "Oh shit, this is a totally different person." It's like, what the fuck? Like, you're a fucking kid. Like I feel like a lot of the people in high school just had to be this certain way because their
They cared of an
parents
image.
an
The
image.
image is
That's
the
really
biggest thing,
that's what
man.
like you all had to be this way because you had this image to follow. Your parents' friends, you all were in the same posse doing the same shit, following the same and good for you. Like good for you,
And
but
I never gave a fuck
you
about
never
it.
gave a fuck.
I never did, and I still don't to this day.
Right, but
And
now
that's
you just
why I influenced you to do this podcast. I was like, who gives a fuck? Like, you get one life, send it, do
yeah.
it. You always wanted to, you always talked
Yeah.
about it, and do whatever makes you happy. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess at the time, what I was doing made me happy or not. I don't know, but
It was different, and even though it was fucked up, it's like that's who made you who you are today. You're someone who's so much different, and you're so much different off your own knowledge, off learning shit and what's right and wrong on your own, not your mommy and daddy telling you like what's right and wrong, and having to listen. Like you figured everything out that as an adult by yourself,
the best lessons I ever learned were by myself,
by yourself.
and I feel like a lot of people should go through that. You know,
Yeah, 100%. I think that and I mean, not even just first of all, you're a great human being. I'm a great human being. I feel like our morals and the things that we do for other people are better than what half of these other people their morals are. I mean, we are so much more like socially aware of things and the things that we do socially to respect others, and then like we notice these other people like and me and you will talk about it later. We're like, that was so rude of them, and that's because they didn't have to learn anything. Like
Hmm.
their parents just told them yes, no, they listened, they obeyed, and now they don't know anything for their own. Me and you know a lot for our own because we're both very independent people too,
I'd
to the
say so.
max. We're both super independent people, and I feel like that's what makes the best adult, the best individual, and the best human being. And that all led us to all the fucking trouble that you got into and the partying that I did, and then we met, and 5.5 years and eight
No,
months.
actually, we met. It's coming up on 6 years because we started hanging out
No,
this
I'm saying
summer.
dating.
Dating, yes,
So
dating.
all of that dating and all of that led to where we are now, and I couldn't have asked for anything different. Look, I mean,
I wouldn't pave my path any different than what I had it.
no,
I liked it.
100%. And even where we stand today, I feel like it's very different than where a lot of other people that we grew up with are at. I mean, we are creating a whole different life and dream for ourselves. A lot of the people that we went to high school with, and you know, I'm not shitting on these people. I mean, at all. Like at all. Like that's not what I'm doing, but I feel like a lot of people that we went to school with, most of it was the same thing. It's okay, we're going to graduate high school. We're going to go to college. We're going to graduate college and we're going to get this 9 to 5 and we're going to have this 9 to 5 and this 401k and we're going to retire with our 401k
And then
and
we're
then we're
gonna
going
be
to do
slaves for the
this.
rest of our lives.
I mean, like
Sorry, someone had to say it.
it's just like, and I'm not shitting on it because I mean, if that is what makes this whole world is only about what makes you happy. But one thing that's different about us is that's not what makes us happy. Actually, that sounds like a
That is
miserable
so
life.
depressing. I couldn't imagine a life going to a job, 9 to 5, 7 to 4, whatever your job is, night
Hmm.
shift, day shift, 9 to 5, W-2 lifestyle of making money
Right.
for somebody else. I just couldn't be happy with myself.
Right.
Growing old, knowing I worked all those years away and I retired at 60, 65 years old. I got X amount of dollars in my 401k. I got, whatever other government scam money I put in that made me 2% a year, whatever the hell you're in. And if I grew old and did that, I would be super depressed on myself because, quite frankly, nobody gives a fuck what you got at
Well,
65 years
that
old.
was what I was about to say. It's like, wait, you're
no,
working your
no one
whole life
cares.
to celebrate when you're. I think the retirement age now is like 65 or something. And wait, by the way, it's not even 65 because someone very successful that we were hanging out with last month, we were at this person's party. Their father, very successful man. I can't even tell you how successful he is and how great he does for himself and his family. Retired because I think he is 65 or just came up on 65 or whatever. Guess what he has to do? Get another job. Because in this economy, even when you fucking retire, majority of people still have to work until they like drop dead because you don't have enough money. But let's say even if you do have enough money in your 401k or whatever the fuck, okay, great. So now you're 65 years old celebrating. I'm sorry, when I'm 65 years old, I don't give a fuck what I have. Like, honestly,
No.
kill me then, bury me then. Like,
Who knows what health
what if someone's
problems you
wiping
have?
my ass for me?
Everything that could happen from now until 65. One, who even knows if you fucking make it that long? Two, you
Right.
you work, you work all year. You go on one vacation with your family that year, or two, or whatever it is, or even three. But you work all those other days. You save up. You retire. You cash out on whatever X amount of dollars you got. You buy your $100,000 Corvette that you dreamed of for 45 years of
All
working or
while
whatever.
someone is wiping your ass because you're incapable of wiping your own ass. So, like, what is it worth at that point? Like,
Exactly.
my success, like, I want to work for it now. I want it to happen now. I want to create this life now, and I'm going to aim every day to create this life. And
Vacation. I want every day, any day I want to do
I don't
vacation.
want to be told how many times
I
a
want to
year
be
I
able
can
to
go on
do whatever the
vacation.
hell I want in
I
this
don't
life.
want to be told when I get a raise. I don't want to be told any of that. I don't want to be told if I can get a raise, when I can get a raise, when I can go on vacation. Like that makes me feel like I don't know if you know the TikTok where it's like, good boy, like you're a good boy. Like that's like how like you're treated. Like you're a good boy. You're like I don't want to be that.
Hmm.
I don't want to be that. And That's
Me either. And
where
I feel like that's where we click
that's
very
where we click
strong.
big time because, and again, like let me
And you
preach.
weren't you weren't always
I
like that.
wasn't like
You weren't
this
always like
when
that.
I graduated high school. Well, no, I kind of was because I was so miserable about it, but
You did. You did hate
I
college.
just
You
didn't
did.
know anything else. I didn't. That was the thing is, I started college and I was like, fuck this. Like, what am I doing this work for? I don't even know what I fucking want to do. Like, what am I do? The thing is, I hated it, but I didn't know anything else at the time. Obviously, I was 18 and I it wasn't even. I was
But hear
17.
me out. I'm not shitting on anybody working a 9 to 5 because
That's what I was
that's
saying.
not. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're doing a 9 to 5 and you're not doing a 5 to 9 after that, working on something else greater for your life. I mean, nowadays with inflation and everything going up and everything just being so expensive in general, like you look back in the day, I mean, a man could go out and work a construction job and afford to pay for his whole family and
Yeah.
and make ends meet.
Yeah.
Nowadays you can't do that. So I'm not shitting on anybody working a 9 to 5 because
It's hard
at the end of the
work.
day too, you need people to do 9 to 5. Entrepreneur mindset
100%.
isn't for everybody. And that's
Yeah, I mean,
that's the truth
we
behind it. You
need
need,
doctors,
yeah, I
we
was about to
need
say that.
firefighters, like, and also, like, what an honorable job that is. Like, if you are saving a police officer, all those jobs are so teacher, all of those jobs, they are such honorable jobs, and we actually do need people to do that. So, unfortunately, we can't have everyone being like, well, fuck a 9 to 5, because we need those people to do the job that keeps the world going round, and we need those people. But for me personally, and for you personally,
It doesn't
that's
sit right with me.
I can't.
And
Kill me now because I won't do that.
you need all those people. I mean, even doctors, lawyers. I mean, there's certain people that do that. But even while doing that, and you enjoy your 9 to 5, I mean, some people, I guess they say they love their 9 to 5. I personally, I mean, if I was working a 9 to 5 and I was making 120,000 a year, $160,000 a year, it's very good money, and someone offered me this business for $400,000 and said, "Here, you could have this. It's going to generate you $400,000 a year in profit. That's all for you." I'm dropping that 9 to 5, no matter how much I fucking love it, because I would much rather have that and make more of a freedom.
No, 100%. We do need those people who are like doctors, teachers, police officers, firefighters. I mean, they're the best people of this world. This world wouldn't be a world without them. So we do need people like that. But like when it comes to just like sitting behind a desk, I mean, we even need the people who sit behind a desk. Like they're doing something
I
important,
mean, you
right?
need everybody down
You need
to
everyone.
people flipping the burgers
You
at
need right. You
McDonald's.
need
I
the
mean,
Wendy's workers. You need
you need
everyone.
them all.
But I feel like that's why we click is because we agree that that's just not the life for us. And people are probably like, then what the fuck is the life for you? So like, this is where I love talking about what we like to do because what
Travel.
me and Jordan are trying, baby, we're not traveling as our fucking.
No, 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 no. But we like to see different parts of the world.
No, what we do though
We
is
do.
trading. We don't travel for work.
Oh, no, 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 no. We don't travel for work. I thought you meant like what we're trying to do.
No, I wish I traveled for work. That'd
Nah.
be fucking awesome. But no, what we have spent years doing. Well, how many years for you now?
It actually just hit 5 in August.
5. And how many for me? 3 or 2.5?
When did you start? 22.
Yeah, so 3.
3.
Coming up on 3 at least. But not consistently 3
No,
years for
actually,
me.
you just passed 3 years because it was May.
But not like I said, not consistently 3 years for me. So I wouldn't even say 3, maybe 2 years. But for you, consistently 5 years of trading. Tell them what we do, boo.
Forex trading. It's pretty simple as it sounds. I mean,
No, it's not, because anytime I tell people this, a lot of the older generation, they say to me, they're like, "Oh, so what do you do? Trade
what are you
stocks?"
invested in? Yeah,
I'm like,
stocks. I get that one
I
too.
couldn't tell you anything about stocks, even if you asked. I know nothing about stocks.
No, forex trading. So it's trading money in the foreign markets, and specifically over the last, what did I say now, 2 year and a half, I've just been strictly on gold.
Yeah. Well, I've
I'd
always
say
just. Well, no, actually, I was on GJ too, but gold for me.
did gold because I like the way it moves and it fits better in my time zone. I was getting tired of waking up at 2:30 in the morning every morning,
Yeah.
and that was when I was working as a roofer. And I would work as a roofer from 7 to 5 or 6 o'clock at night. Remember, I'd come home, I'd take a nap, and I'd be back up at like 1:32 in the morning, and then I would trade, maybe take a little slight nap before work for an hour, and then go right back to work.
Yeah. And not
and I'd do
only
that for
so the
months.
trading, and then obviously for me, I'm sitting here. Um, I've always wanted to fucking start a
Your
podcast.
dream podcast.
I've always wanted to do it. I mean, like I know so many people are just probably like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? Like, she's not famous. Who's gonna watch her? What is she gonna talk about? And I'm so aware of that, but I so don't give a fuck. Like, if I was like every other boring bitch in this world, then this world would be so fucking boring. I mean, someone has to be different, right?
Absolutely.
Someone has to do the weird shit. And, you know, people that I know a whole bunch of people love, and even like people from our hometown, I'm sure watch, like, you probably don't know them, but like Tara Yummy, Tana Mojo. I mean, even people you know, like Bryce Hall, like all those people, you know, like they started as nobodies as well, right?
They started dancing on TikTok.
No, literally. But like Tara Yummy, for example, and like Tana Mojo, like Tara Yummy, I think she said she posted for 4 years before ever blowing up. And like she was consistently posting. And, you know, maybe I'll never make it somewhere. And that's okay too. I'm totally okay with that too. You know,
Hey, fuck it. At least you
at
tried.
least I tried, right? Like, this is something I want to do. And I don't care if people are like, she's so weird for it. Or like, why is she doing it? Like, because I want to do it. That's why. Because I've always been a bitch with a lot to say. I don't want to be like fucking cocky, but I feel like I've always been a leader. I don't know. I've
I
never.
think everybody sees that on you too. Some people have had some things to say.
Yeah, I mean, people used to say that my people used to call all my friends minions in high school,
Her
which
minions.
which 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 they
Oh, that's
weren't.
great.
They weren't. They weren't. I don't even know why that was a thing. Well, actually,
But
I
they
do know.
follow. People in life genuinely look up to someone to lead as example, and I feel like you were that in your friend groups
I
always.
don't want to say that. No, I think that the
You
reason
were without trying, and that's what makes you so special and different. You have a loud voice.
okay, so I think that that's why my friends were called minions, is because no one was as loud as me. No one. I'm very. I If I see something, I speak. I don't follow the public opinion. If I have an opinion, I 110% go my own way. I have my own thoughts. I've always done my own thing, and I'm very vocal. I don't know. I'm just very much myself, and I've never been afraid of being myself. If there's 10 people in a room and all 10 don't like me, I don't give a fuck. Like, genuinely, like, I don't care.
Welcome to my high school life.
But you didn't give a fuck.
I didn't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
I just don't care. And I've literally always been that way. And I've always said, like, I want to start a podcast. I could, put this microphone in my hand, put that camera up, look at the camera, and I could talk. And that's what I could do. That's something I actually could fucking do. I can't dance, I can't sing, but I could fucking talk. So I was like, let me see if I could get this somewhere in a year from now, in 2 years, in 3 years. Maybe one day this will blow up. Maybe it won't. At least I tried. Even if it doesn't work, like I said, we're doing our Forex. We have other things that
Trading.
we work
I
on.
want to eventually broaden my mindset with you also
Yeah.
into real estate. That's always been a
Real
common.
estate, yeah.
And there's a lot of other newer technologies now. They call it the next gen, and that's
Yeah.
us. And social media,
It's a
whether
huge part.
whether it be what you're doing right now, or you could branch social media into anything, great. And there's people using it in real estate, sales jobs, all this other stuff, X, Y, and Z. So
I
you
mean, I try not to, hate on the older generation so much, because it's a lot of the older people that, they'll try and preach, and I get it, and they'll try and say, like, you need to go to college and you need to find a steady job with a steady paycheck and a steady salary. And I understand the thought process. I 100% do, because it was very easy for them to do that in their time and age, because that steady job was able to make them wealthy and afford everything. But I think what people forget is the world is changing,
every day.
and you have to keep up with the world. And if not, you'll be left in the dust. Okay. Like, this is not like you said before, like, there were men who were able to work a blue collar job, support their whole family, like their wife, their kids, everything. Now that doesn't happen. You can't be a blue collared man and support your wife and all your family without literally being paycheck by paycheck.
I don't even think you still can.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you would be
you
struggling
gotta
to the
you you
max.
gotta you gotta be like top dog on your in your construction company or whatever you're working for to make those type of dollars.
Right. And it's a lot harder nowadays to get a normal job like that and be able to be wealthy. And times are fucking changing. The generation we live in, I mean, we have social media, we have AI, we have what we're doing, trading, which is like, I see it in the next years blooming, becoming huge. All of this is becoming huge stuff. And if you don't stay with it and you don't try to evolve in it, then
Get
you're
left
get,
in the dust.
you're going to be left in the dust. You know, like every couple years we have to change as a community as a whole and adapt to what works for us. And
So what's
college,
your message to someone watching this right now that wants to start their own thing?
fucking do it. Like, I mean, but also, like, if you want to go do something and you need a degree for it, then absolutely go do that. That's awesome. Like, if you're like, hey, I want this job, I need to go to college to get a degree, do it. That is so, that's awesome. Like, congratulations. But if you don't want to go to college because you're like, I don't know what I want to do, then college is essentially a waste of time. It's a waste of time. I have such big dreams for myself. I have so many characteristics that I'm so proud of with myself that I feel like I could put to use. Why am I going to go to college to be someone's little bitch and work a job and be told when I can go on vacation and when I that's just that life isn't for me, and I understand the older generation like that like triggers them, you know?
Some people enjoy, what they do, and they
Yeah,
like
for
that,
sure.
and they're happy with that and retiring. It's just there are people out there other than us, clearly, because there's a lot of successful people and there's a
Right.
lot of people on their come up and working for it every day that don't want that lifestyle. They don't see that lifestyle.
Right.
They
100%.
see they see, freedom, like being able to do whatever they want whenever they want on their own terms.
Just
Give themselves their own raise.
can you imagine waiting till you were like 65 years old to do something nice for yourself?
No, that I can't. That could not be me.
Not to mention, we're also, at least me and you personally, I mean, you're 24, I'm 21, and we're both at a time where we don't have kids. I mean, we have Cody, our little puppy, our dog,
My
but
son right there.
yeah, our son for real, but we don't have kids. So this is a perfect chance to take those risks. You know, once we lock into having a family, the number one priority is being able to support that family, right? So being young, like these are the times to take risk. And I'm so confident. I truly am. I mean, also like the progress that we've made in, trading and everything since we started, especially for you, is insane. You know what I mean? Like, I
And it's
mean,
only going up.
right,
That's the cool part about that whole niche is there's no limitations to it.
right.
You
And you
know,
started off when you graduated, and you were in, even before you graduated, you were in blue collared business, and you did
roof
fucking roofing,
roofing, remodeling,
remodeling.
landscaping, built decks, framing.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
did it all.
I did everything besides electrical, plumbing, and probably HVAC. Those are probably the three things I've never really touched.
Right. So you were like 100% all involved in the blue collar work, and you know you you make all right money, but it's like not money that you could live your best life with, like, and now, what we're getting into with, especially you, like, I can't take credit, but especially you with the trading and like what you've personally been getting into and doing, like, I'm so proud of you. And like
Appreciate it.
you've learned,
You've seen the growth.
yeah, I mean, it's something that college can't give you, like you're getting a raise every day on your own
Do you
because
do you remember what made you want to get into it? I know.
was it when we were at Mohegan
It was a week before Mohegan, but around that time.
when you got
Remember
your payout?
when we were at the beach at like 4:35 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I was still roofing at the time, and I got a payout for like $9,000 or
Right.
whatever it was,
And what was that,
and
like
I
2
made and I
days?
made no, I made it in 2 weeks,
2 weeks? Okay.
and you at the time only had like 8,000 in your bank account,
Right, like
and
he
you were like,
literally,
I saved 6 months for this shit, and you
right.
made it in two
Yeah,
weeks.
at the time I had
What the fuck is this?
$8,000 in my bank account, and like how old was I? Like 18,
Mm,
19?
how old were you?
I forget, but I
Yeah, because
worked
I
like
was
6
21.
months I think to save for that. And he made 9,000 in 2 weeks, and I was like, "You just made my bank account in 2 weeks." And I was like,
I need to learn this. So
I
then
that's when I was like, I was like, I need to learn this.
what did we do? We went to Florida
Florida, yep.
like a month later,
And I
and
was
we were
learning
down
in
there
the
for
car.
like ever, like what, like 15 days or 16 days or whatever.
Yep.
We just kept extending the trip, and then we were driving back, and you're like, I need to learn this. So
Mhm.
then I showed it to you. Well, I set you up with some people to learn it from, and because I can't teach you,
Mm-mm.
we don't mesh in the teaching
No.
at all.
You're
Because
too extra for me. You talk too much for me.
yeah,
You ADHD too much for me. I can't handle it. I need it straight to the motherfucking. Your teaching way just doesn't work for me.
Well,
I'm a very blunt bitch,
I
and you
tried.
talk a lot.
I tried, but you're picking up on it, and you've done a lot like I did with your trial and
I think
error.
I've done very good recently,
A
though.
lot, a lot. You've done very good, and you've done good with trial and error. You've seen what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah,
You're more patient and conservative. I'm more aggressive. We've got two different styles, which that's why I don't think my teaching ever worked with you.
yeah, for sure. And the lifestyle I think that we want out of this whole trading and social media podcasting, if it works, might not, but if it does, is freedom, financial freedom,
Exactly.
right?
Give yourself a raise. Make your own
Travel when you want,
make your own retirement.
travel when you want,
Travel when you want. Have income coming in different directions. I mean,
right?
that's the overall goal. Is
Being able to make a family where money isn't a stress
oh
and
my kids set.
right and just like just that life. I just don't want to settle for a life where I'm waiting for that weekly or every other week salary and waiting for that raise and waiting for that vacation, and it's totally fine for some people but it's just not fine for us. And because we have this mindset and because we're so stern and stuck on it, life's going to give it to us. There's no plan B, baby. There's plan A, and we're in drive.
Well, I mean, if
We
you
put that car out of park, we're in sport mode. Okay, like I took it from parking.
using them paddle shifters, just going straight up.
No, baby, I don't drive stick. I drive manual.
Although that is unmanual. That's
Oh,
CVT or CVC transmission.
all right. Well, I took the car from park. We're in sport, and we're going, and we're gonna make this shit happen. And it's funny because like I understand. I'm not judging, but a lot of people don't believe in us.
Yeah, I have some people that I've talked to that I do believe genuinely, like because they also have that sort of a mindset, not 100% all in. There's no one I've ever met that's fully 100% in, because I've been
Yeah, you've
100%
been a
in.
hundred.
Like,
You've
I've been
yeah.
on go and I've been
You've
100% in
lost
for
money.
years.
You've lost time. I mean, the
I
amount of
lost 30
dedic.
grand probably in a
Yeah,
year and a half
yeah.
learning it. Just
Mm-hmm.
learning it before even making money
Mm-hmm.
ever. Actually, that's probably about right. I probably lost about 30 grand before I even made my first ever withdrawal doing it. And there's certain people that I do believe have our back and
No,
my
I think
back.
everyone has our. That's not what I'm saying.
I
I
do
think
think,
everyone has our back. I just think some people are like, what are they doing? And when I say that, I think that more so family members. I think that, and no, they will have our back 100%. I mean, I'm sure our families want nothing but the absolute best for
but they hit
us.
you with the old school, this
Where's
is
your,
a good opportunity right here. You could do this.
all
So,
right.
they got a great pension after 25 years or 30 or whatever it is. I mean,
And it's
I
so
don't
hard to
care for
explain.
that.
It's so hard to explain to them, like, that's great. That's amazing. But that's not the life I want. And if that's the life I'm going to have, honestly, hit me with a car now. Honestly, take my legs away. Like, do something because that's not the life I'll live.
Never.
That's so pointless. I'm like, I want to create a great life for us to have and give our future children. And that's not the life I want. I don't think it's because they don't support us. I think it's because they want the absolute best for us. And I think they want to make sure that, we're stable. But I want to be more than stable, babe. Like,
Yeah, there's more to life than just being
than
stable.
stable.
I see people, all the time, especially kids our age, that make X amount of dollars and they live in a really good life. And if they got it, they're no one different than what me and you or anybody that's watching or anybody else out there. Then there's nothing different there. They have the same 24 hours in a day that we both have,
Right,
that other people have, and you just got to find that
right.
that way of optimizing those 24 hours into making it work.
Hey, listen, we're either going to be homeless together or we're going to be
Never be
in,
homeless.
in Dubai in a mansion together. So it's one of the two. And I don't want no in between. I either want to be in the box on the road because I'm so sick and fucking tired of the basic life, or I want to be in Dubai in a mansion because we worked so hard and we made it. No in between.
Dubai, this is a first. I never heard you
I don't know.
talk
I'm just
about
think. I
Dubai.
don't know. I'm just thinking something fucking
Never heard you
random.
talk about it. I'm on a ranch with a horse. and
Tennessee.
in Tennessee with
But
some
let me tell you what
cows.
we won't have. We won't be living in a normal size home, paying mortgage, working a 9 to 5, and asking our bosses when it's acceptable to take our family on vacation.
Yo,
And
that's the one thing that never stuck with me. You're working a job, you work all the damn time, all the time. You're a great worker, but you gotta go to your boss and say, hey, can I take off these days? And then for him to say yes or no, which just never sat right with me. Like, how the fuck,
so weird.
how the fuck as a man could you even feel right going up to
Another man
another
or a
man
woman.
or woman? Yeah, imagine the woman's like,
No,
no, you can't
Hey,
take
wait,
off.
don't shit on us girls, but no, I get you.
No, but as a man, I would fucking be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I work here every day. You mean I can't take off 5 days, 4 days out of the year?
Speaking of a man, of a man, I wanted to talk about, and I know he's a very he gets people ruffled up, but there's some stuff he says that I want to ask you about and talk about it. I think that you could already guess who the man is.
I know.
Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel a little 50-50 with him. You know, some things he says, I'm like, oh, true, period. Some things I'm like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? But there's something he said where I think it's very true, and that I feel like that'd be awesome if it could be like that. But let's like talk about, because I feel like this kind of connects with the life that we're trying to create, and more so you're trying to create, because um okay, so the two will connect. Let me just shut the fuck up and say it. So he says that men should completely provide for women. Women shouldn't have to work. Women should raise their families and clean the house and do the laundry, and men should provide for work. And I'll let you say what you think on it. But I mean, he says this, and then we have a generation full of 9 to 5ers. How do we think that these men are ever going to be able to provide 100% for women if in this generation it's so fucking hard to live?
I think that comes down to like base salaries for people. And obviously with inflation and everything going up, prices are going up. It makes it hard. You need two people in the household making decent money. I mean,
Yep.
even two people in the household at 6 figures a year gets tight. I mean, living is not cheap. But
especially if you want like a good vacation-y life.
Yeah, you want to
which everyone should want, because life is so fucking unserious and like we're all gonna fucking die. So like live your best life, because if not, in 100 years you and your name will be nothing.
Sure.
On a deeper level. But continue.
I think I stand up for the blue collar nation because I was once in blue collar work all the time. And that's hard work, and I feel like they don't get paid enough. Like a guy should be able to put his boots on, go to work during the day, work very hard. I mean, without blue collar, wouldn't be in the house we're sitting in right now. We wouldn't be able to go anywhere without blue collar people. The roads, you driving on the roads, all that.
For sure.
So I think, and a lot of people do work blue collar jobs. And I think, if you're a man putting your boots on in the morning at 5 in the morning, going to work,
coming home dirty and tired,
you should be able to afford to have your wife
provide for your family
and raise your kids and
right. But unfortunately, that's not the world we live in. There's hard working ass men out there in blue collared work, working their asses off. But unfortunately, not their choice. But they just don't get paid the money that they deserve. Therefore, their wives have to go to work as well in order to keep ends meeting and the house alive and kids alive. And
which is crazy. Like, I have no disrespect towards police officers. I respect law enforcement and everything, surprisingly, from growing up in high school and whatnot. But
you wanted to be one of them.
I did. And I think it's a little unfair that, I forget the years on it. It's like 20 or 25 years. I'm not even sure if it's 30 or whatever. But you retire with full pension and, all these other benefits
being
and
a
stuff.
Police officer?
Being a police officer. But I remember working as a roofer, and there was a guy, I think he was like 63 or 64 years old.
Yeah.
Broken. Dude was broken. Another drink? The guy was broken, and I felt bad for him because I remember him saying, I actually remember this word for word. He was like, going to retire here soon. I think I got to talk with my wife, but I got to put a few more dollars into the 401k.
Yeah.
And he's 64 years old, busting his ass on a hot fucking roof. It's like 85, 90 degrees out that day. You're already in, dark shingles, and dude's skin's running off him, sweating. and I
How
felt bad
fucked
for
up
him.
is that?
But he started young. Now, if he went into the police force at 20 years old or 30 years old, even he would have already been retired. And I think that's
That's fucked.
wrong.
I mean,
I
but
respect both trades,
right, they should
but
be more equal.
nothing would be here without blue collared
Right.
men.
And
The
we
moral of
wouldn't be
that.
safe without the police officers, and they both do really important jobs. And I think maybe not completely equal the pay should be, but definitely better for blue collar, because how fucked up is that? That you're busting your ass to try and support for your family, but you fucking can't. How fucked
So
up is that?
I'm a huge advocate for the blue collar men. I think that they should get paid more.
Yeah. That's why we got our dreams, and our shit's gonna work.
That's it. No other way.
100%. No other way.
No going back. Only going forward.
Only going for it. There ain't no going back.
So I actually got a couple questions for you on your podcast.
Okay, let's hear it.
So usually you do all the interviewing. So I wanted to give you some questions. You can answer them kind of rapid fire, or you can get in depth, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start here.
Are these fucked up or easy questions?
Easy. I feel like I don't know. Some might be controversial, but
Okay.
all right. So the first one's kind of easy. Is it right
Throw.
that people without any specific skill get rich through social media?
Okay.
So do you think it's fair?
Yeah, I think it's fair because I mean, unless you just, were born into it, like I mean, for example, like top of my head I can think of like the Kardashians. Like they're rich and famous because they were born into that lifestyle. Like there's no way they can't be rich and famous. There's no other way towards it, like when fucking Justin Bieber has kids and all these people have kids, like they will be born into it. But I feel like a lot of people, at least people I watch, they work so hard, they post it consistently, they put in the time. And if you put in the time and, doing this and, making a podcast for people to see and judge, like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, it's not the easiest thing. Like
I
it's
agree.
not the easiest thing completely putting yourself out there to be laughed at or, people to have comments. Like, of course I don't care, but at the same time, it's not the easiest thing. So I 100% think that, if you do make it, you deserve it.
For
Why
sure,
not? You deserve
you
it.
put in that grind and that effort,
Right.
the humiliation and
Something that
whatnot.
most people just don't feel comfortable to do,
All
So,
right, let's
yeah.
warm up a little bit now. Do you believe in gender neutral bathrooms being a thing, or only men and women bathrooms?
Okay, so one thing about me is I don't fucking care. I don't care what other people do. If you are transgender, if you are, a girl wanting to be a boy, like it. I know a lot of people are very against it or feel like very heavy ways about it. Me personally, I don't care. Do I agree with it? Like, would I do it? No. Because I believe that what God made me, that's what I want to stay as. But also, if you do it, I don't really give a fuck about it. However, I don't think it's right and comfortable for children who are young and even in high school to have to be a woman with a male coming in or a man with a woman coming in. I think that's kind of wrong. I think that's uncomfortable. I think if you do decide to be transgender, that you should also, have enough respect for other people and be like, I totally see how that's uncomfortable and not fair to put people's children through and just, people through. It's not comfortable, like if you're born with a vagina, then you got to, be in the bathrooms with the vagina. And if you were born with a penis, you got to be in the bathroom with the
No,
penises.
I agree with
So
that.
I think that I don't care what you do, but at the same time as I don't care what you do with your body, it's not my business. Do your thing. Respect other people at the same time.
I don't care what you do with your body either. I don't give a fuck what anybody else does but my own self,
Right.
you and our dog.
Yep.
But and my future kids.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean,
Have respect.
to each their own. But yeah, have a little bit of a line to it, I guess. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, it's just respect.
Trump or Biden?
I really don't get too into politics. I'm not even super educated. I mean, I know stuff. I know what's going on around me, but I'm not super educated in politics. Um I did vote Trump. I voted Trump for business reasons. I voted Trump for the world that I need to live in and the world that I think others should live in. I know people are against Trump because of this whole gender thing, sexuality thing, LGBT community thing, racism thing, and I really, maybe I'm blindsided. I really don't see Trump hating on other races, the LGBT community. I don't see it. If that's the case, I understand how it could be frustrating. But I didn't vote off that. I voted off of what needs to be done in the economy and the world that we live in.
Canada. He grew up there, and I talked to him on the phone from time to time, and you know him.
Yep.
And he said back at the first election when Trump and Biden were going at it, he said when Biden got into office, everyone that he knew and everyone around them in Canada, British Columbia, Canada, that's like Washington side, all the way up, he's far away, said that America was a laughing stock once Biden became in and said we were all stupid. So, you need a world power. He says some things you don't agree with, but at the end of the day, he's very unapologetically him, and that I could respect and like about him. Says
I mean,
whatever. He don't give a fuck who you are. He's a
100%.
fucking savage, that guy.
So that is, yeah, I mean, that's why I did vote for him. He's a savage. We need him to run our country. But at the same time,
Makes the country look strong.
yeah, but you know me. My whole thing is like, if I could fucking say fuck politics, fuck this, fuck that, like, I don't understand why the human race has so much hate for each other. I think that, this whole Democrat versus Republican, like, I think people who go along with that are fucking stupid. And this is my opinion. And, a lot of people will not agree with it. But I think that if you go along with that, you're really stupid because it should be the people versus the government. Don't you see how stupid we all look going against each other and, starting all this rival, like this problems rival between each other when hello, we're all the same. We are all here. The government is here making us go against each other and pretty much laughing at us and pretty much being like, this is how we're going to control money. This is how we're going to control politics. By having the people go, if it was me in my world, I would say, fuck this. Fuck this. Let's all come together. If you want to be lesbian, if you want to be gay, straight, black, white, Asian, Chinese, whatever you are, let's come together. And that's how I roll. And that's what I've always said. I think it's
I
so
agree.
fucking, I think it's ridiculous. I hate this world that we live in. I think it is so insane how it's always people versus each other and this race and this gender and this, it's
And
all
the
this
people who are running for government, they're always wealthy. They're
they're
always
wealthy and they're
they
painting us against
they
each
they
other.
do they give a fuck? Who
No,
knows?
they don't give a fuck for us.
I
And
don't know though. Trump does love this country, and
but they
he's a
all
businessman that
and, okay,
took
he is a
into the
businessman and
position he
that is why
is.
I did vote for him and I stand on my vote. However, I mean, me as myself and I can't change the world, but I wish that people can come together and realize how stupid it is and how we need to come together as the people and fight against the government and fight for our rights all as humans, not, these lives and that lives and LGBT and us as humans. Let's all come together as one and fight the government. I mean, that's my thought of it. And I think it's so crazy how people are so like tricked and like they're so mind fucked into believing that it's people versus people when it's like no, we're all on the same level and it should be us against the government. So I don't like, I know a lot of people are Republican, Democrat, Biden, Trump, this, that, and I think it's so stupid. I think it's retarded. I think it's so dumb.
Okay.
So that's my opinion.
Um, is it better to be rich or famous?
Oh, 100% rich.
Think so?
100% rich. I mean, famous people get depressed. Famous people, famous people say the best thing that we have is the money, but if we could just take the money and run off, we would. 100% rich.
Okay. Bathrooms from the sex they were born with. So if you're
Same
a
thing that I said before. I just think that like do what you have to do. Like I said, I really don't care what people do. Like it
I don't
doesn't
I don't I personally don't like that. I don't want my kid going to school or going into a bathroom and feeling uncomfortable by someone else that wasn't born
with that body part.
those body parts allowed in there.
That's like the part where I could agree with don't make other people feel uncomfortable. Do what you have to do, but also realize like that's very rude and inconsiderate to other people.
Last one.
Okay, let's do it. Let's end off the bang.
Hey, chats with C. How many genders are there?
You answer first.
There's two genders. You're born with a vagina and you're born with a dick. A penis,
Hmm.
whatever you call it.
A penis, for lack of terms.
I mean, there's no way they're building a bunch of sissies nowadays, and that's the problem. Like they should
Okay.
bring the fucking giraffe back.
Okay, my turn.
Like they should make fucking boys into men.
Oh my god, my turn. Okay. I think how many genders? That was the original question.
How many genders are there?
There are two. There are two genders. However, see, I'm very like I don't know why people feel like they have to be like we are this side or we are this side. Like I am so in between. Like I see both sides and like that's why I love my girl Allie because like we talk about that all the time. People are like you either have to be this or this or this. Me and Allie are so in between and we see both sides. Like yes, there are two genders, but I also think that if you're a girl and you want to act like a dude and dress like a dude and talk like a dude and be a dude, fucking
That's
go for it.
fine.
If
That's
you're a
fine.
boy and you want to be feminine and dress feminine and be gay to the max, go for it. Even if you want to get like a surgery to make yourself more comfortable in your body, I mean, I guess go for it. Like I really don't see I don't see a problem in it. Like it's not bothering me. Shouldn't bother other
It
people.
doesn't it doesn't necessarily bother. It just comes down to what I said in the last question of comfortability.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, fuck it, like, be different. Like, the world, I feel like the world goes around so great because everyone's different. We have guys who are guys, girls who are girls, and then girls who want to be
You
guys
you
and guys who
could
want to be
you
girls.
you-
Cool.
and that's fine, I guess. Like we've hung out with some gay people before, and honestly, they're fucking funny people.
Yeah.
They're great, and they never bothered me none. Whatever. But at the end of the day, there's two genders. And I think back in the day,
I think
I
there's,
talked. Wait. I talked to a 93-year-old, and he's a friend of mine, 93, and I'm 24, and he talked to me about. Am I allowed to bring her name up? She's famous.
yeah,
Paige Beckers.
yeah.
And he talked to me about Paige Beckers, and he was like, "Wow, what a shame uh, the news with her and Ozzy came out." And I was like, "Oh, I mean, you kind of saw it, that's good for them, and I'm happy for them. It is what it is."
By the way, I'm a Paige and Ozzy stan
And
to
and,
the
and
fullest. I love them.
I
I love them.
support,
I
I
love them.
support them too. That's great.
Oh, I love
But
them. I can't get over
what
them.
he said,
Well, actually, no, I don't support them because I want Paige, but
what he said
okay.
to me though is he goes, "In my time, that was never a thing."
Yeah,
He
but we're
said,
not
he
in those
said,
times
he
anymore.
said,
We're in a different
and
time.
I get that, but there's certain things too you got to kind of keep original. And
Why?
I
There will
mean,
always be original. There will always be girls that are just girls and boys that are just boys. And there's so many of those. There's me and you. You're a boy who's a boy. I'm a girl who's a girl. But then fuck it. If there wants to be some extra people who are a little bit different, doesn't bother me. But that's where I'm so indecisive, where I'm not one side or the other, because I think it doesn't bother me. Do what you want to do, as long as you respect other people. Like
how
with
do
the
you? I
bathroom.
mean, a guy liking another guy because that's what he feels like, I guess, is you know, all right.
It's all right. It's all right.
I guess in today's society, but going into the extra genders, like when you fill out a certain, I was filling something out recently, and I saw the thing where it goes male,
Female,
female,
other.
or other.
Yeah.
What the fuck's an other? What the fuck is that? You're a male or you're a female. You're one or the other. There's heads and tails. You get what I'm saying? There's one or the other. You're not
But
you're not both. What the
okay,
what
so
the
this
fuck
is
is
where I
both?
respect the
You're not a
people.
cat. You're not a
Okay,
dog.
but listen, this is where I respect the people that the girls who want to be more boy and like maybe even have boy body parts or whatever versus boys wanting to be more girly have girl. I respect the ones who say that, but also acknowledge it. They're like, yeah, I know I'm a boy. Like, I know I'm a boy. I know I'm a boy, but
And
I
I
want to
like
be
that.
girly.
And I
And
do
I
agree with
respect
that.
that.
I
Like,
like
that's
that.
cool as fuck.
That's like Paige, for an example. She knows she's a
No,
woman.
because she doesn't want to be a boy. She's just a
That's
lesbian.
what I'm
So it's
saying.
different.
But she knows she's a woman,
Yeah,
and
but she doesn't try and be a boy.
no, she
She's just a
doesn't. She
lesbian.
doesn't. And
Yeah.
and I respect that. That's fine.
Hmm.
That's okay, I guess, now in today's society and in the way it works. But
Yeah. It's great. It's amazing.
I don't agree with the whole furries and
Okay, I think the furries are weird as
the
fuck.
furries are weird as
Like
fuck.
that's like you now you
It-
have me like
but I also do not like a guy who says he's gay and he acts super fucking feminine, but feels like he could take things out on women. Like I never understood that. Like a
yeah,
gay
that's fucked up
fighting a
too.
woman or a gay yelling at a woman. Like
No, that's
you
fucked
are a
up.
dude. At the end of the day, you got balls and a dick, and that
And
is a
you have more
girl.
strength than a
You,
girl.
you,
I get what you're saying, but I also get what other people say. I'm very in between. I mean, I'm pretty much fine with whatever anyone wants to do. I mean, that's
I mean,
cool.
at the end of the day, it doesn't affect me who the fuck
Right. Like,
that other
that's what I'm
person
saying.
is.
Like, why does it matter?
And
I don't mind anything. Literally anything you want to be. I don't mind it as long as you respect other people, just like I'll respect you and what you want to do. You respect me and the people around me. Nothing bothers me. I think those people, I actually get along with those people more, but the only thing I think I just can't wrap my head around is the furries. I cannot,
yeah, furries are
I,
type weird.
I
That is
can't
some
wrap my head
different
around
shit.
that. Like maybe I'll wrap my head around it in 10 years from now, but today who I am, I don't understand it. Like it doesn't
I
make
don't think
sense to
I'll ever
me.
wrap my head around that in 10 years,
It's so
20
weird.
years.
I don't understand. Like I literally like actually love gays and lesbians, and I understand the boys who want to be girls and girls who want, I understand
You
that,
know,
but I just don't understand the furries.
some gays that I've talked to too are like they're fucking
Oh, well,
pretty.
my favorite people
They're
are
pretty.
gays and lesbians, but that's just
They're
me.
pretty funny too. Some of them, but I guess there's a line. There's a line that you just don't
There's a
cross
line.
in that realm of
Yeah, there's just that's it. There's a
sexuality.
line. Like do what you want. People think you're cool as fuck. Like do what you have to do. Just don't push the line and make people around you feel uncomfortable and push things that are fake, that aren't real. Like do what you have to do. Love who you want to love. Change yourself to who you want to be. A
Actually, I
nice
have another
day.
quick question.
What?
Of a friend of us asked us this, and I think it would be kind of funny to stem up this:
Okay.
gay son or lesbian daughter? Remember this one?
um, gay son or lesbian daughter? Either. I guess a
Hell no.
lesbian daughter. I don't know. Gay son.
I'd
I don't
rather
know. I
have
don't
a
care.
I'd rather have a lesbian daughter.
I don't know. I don't care. I really don't care. I truthfully don't care. I really don't care. Like as long as you are yourself and you're cool. I don't care. I don't care.
Do you have I have a question for you. Do you think social media has made being gay or lesbian more
Oh,
acceptable? So
100%.
do you think it's
No.
making more people feel that they are, or just
Yes, I
letting their inner emotions come out
no,
more?
I think that for sure social media like almost convinces some people that they have to be a certain way or maybe I should be like I truthfully wonder how much of it is truthfully like I really like the same gender or I really want to be the other I wonder how much of it is truthfully that versus let me just join the society of people because whatever. I don't know. We'll never know. Comment below.
Yeah,
Tell us if we're
right.
fucking idiots. I don't fucking know.
No,
But on that
I think
note,
social media
yeah,
amplifies it.
for sure.
But
On that note,
we all done here?
yeah, well, I think we're done here. We had a long episode,
Yeah, this was long. This was cool. I kind of want to do this again because I have so many topics that I could
for
brush
sure.
up on and would love to talk and chat about because this was kind of like,
This
you
was
know, this is
awesome.
show. This is like kind of having a conversation with you, but with the camera on, and it's pretty cool.
And lights on our face.
Yeah, this is cool.
And
This
it being
I
posted.
like this little setup you got going right here. This is nice.
Hmm.
I wish the best for what you got going on with this. I know you got a bunch of plans. You don't really share with much with me, but
No. I got a lot of plans written in my little
in your book,
my little notebook right there. Um all right, well then let's do our farewell.
will you do your farewell?
Goodbye, farewell to you and that's from like no, not High School Musical. The Sound of Music. I don't know.
uh,
Anyways, chats with C. Fucking love you
Chats with
guys.
three, episode 3.
Chats
Ooh,
with 3, episode 3.
I said
What?
Chats with C, episode
Oh,
3.
Chats with C, episode
Got a
3.
rhyme.
Farewell, babies. Love you.